Peter Gerlinger was content on coming to Brandon for just a cup of coffee.
I'll just play for a year. The school will just come and go, and I will move back to Alberta and probably work with my dad's business back home. And that was in 1981. And if you were to tell me I was going to be living in Brandon my whole life following 1981, I would have said you were crazy, or even the fact that I got an education from playing hockey with BU is completely baffling to me.
Gerlinger played in the Western Hockey League with the Seattle Breakers before an MVP season in the Alberta Junior A ranks with his hometown Drumheller Falcons. He won the league scoring title. When it came to being recruited by the Bobcats, a picture was worth 1,000 words.
It had the Micron tournament that they had won the year before. It had Brad White on the left-hand side, I think, of the picture, and Gary Kluzniak on the right holding up the banner. And ironically, one of the guys who I have ultimate respect for is Brad White. He was the very first guy I met. I was walking into the dressing room. He was coming out with his gear on. And he just made me feel so comfortable, especially a kid that's coming all the way from Alberta and not knowing a soul.
The all-time leading scorer in program history was an All-Canadian and a two-time Great Plains Athletic Conference All-Star. He also developed a bit of a trademark.
Why didn't you keep the mustache?
Well, the mustache, that was a thing that we had on the team. A bunch of us young players decided that we were going to go with mustaches one year, and ironically upstairs here there's a little picture of me up there I'm not too proud of with that mustache picture. It was the only year I ever had a mustache, and every time a friend goes up there and happens to see it for the first time, of course, you know I'm getting a text making fun of me with that mustache.
Facial hair might have been a flash in the pan, but Gerlinger's body of work was anything but. In 1993, he was inducted into the BU Sports Wall of Fame.
I never understood until I got older and started coaching hockey myself the importance of leadership. Brad White, Tim Morrison, Tom Marsh, Ron Popplestone, Ken Schneider, these were guys that were incredible leaders, and you know, when you played hockey with these guys, you didn't want to make a mistake. I mean, you wanted to play for them.
Gerlinger started coaching in the newly formed Westman High School Hockey League in 1989. His first stop was with the Alumni Spartans. It turned out to be the most rewarding.
We didn't have enough players, and so we actually borrowed cuts from the other two high school teams at Crocus and Massey, and we went on to have a really successful season, and those 11 guys wanted to play so bad, and they would have done anything to keep that team afloat one more year. And because of those 11 guys, I go back to what I was saying about leadership. They pulled the group together.
He then led the Vincent Massey Vikings, followed by the Crocus Plainsmen, capturing 6 championships. Gerlinger is a longtime mentor coach with Hockey Manitoba and was named Volunteer of the Year in 2007. He spearheaded Recruitment Day, designed for first-timers to try the sport. The initiative was recognized by Hockey Canada.
I never imagined that something as simple as Recruitment Day would turn into what it did, and then a lot of other guys started to develop those programs around their communities. So it's a real good feeling for me to know that I was able to be part of that.
Gerlinger wasn't expecting a long tenure in Brandon, but time's gone by, and he wouldn't trade it away.
I've managed to stay in the game. All these years have passed now, and I still get out and play once in a while, but you know, all these opportunities that have just opened the door for me, I've been very, very fortunate.